Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. The end is near. I said it last time and I'm saying it again, except this time it's for real. These are the last 2 episodes of Avatar, The Last Airbender. I still can't believe we're here. Actually, someone made a comment the other day in the one I just released this Tuesday. They were just like, "You guys still haven't finished this? Wow." And I'm like, yeah, it tends to happen when we start and stop a couple times because, you know, that's just how things go. Character growth is one thing in this show that they've done very well, especially Zuko. Everyone says Zuko's character growth is probably their favorite arc to see, you know, and having an eternally supportful character like Iroh there to guide him through has always been like one of the best parts of the show.
He's got some of the best lines recently too.
Yes.
It's like somebody commented I saw on the one that I edited that came out recently where that's Rough Buddy and I'm never
the Boiling Rock, yeah,
and I'm never happy are 2 of his best lines, and I was like, yep, that's why I included both of those in the edit for sure.
I'll never forget when I first heard that's Rough Buddy, and then I was just thinking to myself, I wonder what your all's reaction is going to be whenever you see it, and lo and behold, you both cracked up over it. I was like, yes. It's like one of the best lines of the show.
My girlfriend turned into the moon.
That's rough, buddy. It's good stuff.
I feel like it. Weirdly enough, Zuko and Sokka are like a really good team.
I think so. Well, they're both very intelligent. Sokka's more of a goofball. It's the straight man and the oddball combination that always makes for good like material. But the fact that they both are wanting to succeed, you know, does give them some camaraderie to work with, even though their objectives are the same, but their ways of getting there are usually going to be different.
It's like they both have an equal amount of drive, but Zuko has a lot of doubt in himself, and then Sokka has just the utmost confidence in himself, which may or may not be warranted, but you know.
I mean,
there was the whole like, you know, you didn't think this through, and he's like, thought you said not to think everything through. He's like, yeah, but this was kind of important.
Well, this is Sozin's Comet Part 3, Into the Inferno. Here we go. There's the comet.
What am I holding?
A cherry pit, princess.
You are banished. Leave this palace immediately.
Damn.
The fleet's already taking off! Then we're taking off too. Where's the closest airship? It's right.
Not a bad shot for a blind woman.
Threw 3D animation into this at the end.
They used some on the submarines.
They did, but this is next level.
Do you know how long it took you to get here?
A few minutes, I guess.
You're all banished.
But
Goodbye.
Well, I mean,
It's not gonna have anybody left in a few minutes.
Please send in the next group on your way out.
well, heavy lies the crown, and in this case, for her, this is not what she expected to. She expected to be on the front lines fighting.
Holy shit,
nice.
that's awesome.
That is. We're just gonna let Toph fight Ozai, right?
I am Iron Girl.
Wow.
Done.
take the wheel.
That's a great idea. Let the blind girl steer the giant airship.
I was talking to Suki.
Attention, crew. This is your captain speaking. Everyone, please report to the bomb bay immediately for hot cakes and sweet cream.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm Quinn Lee. I work up in communications. Oh, hi. I work down in the engine room.
I can't believe the captain remembered my birthday. He really does care.
Oh my
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Why have you banished all your servants? Azula.
That's another
we are
thing too.
concerned for you and your well-being.
father asked you to come here and talk to me, didn't he?
Perhaps it's best if you postpone your coronation.
What? Which one of you just said that? I order you to fight an Agni Kai.
But we're not Airbenders.
All right, fine. Lo, you're banished. Lee, you can stay.
I'm Lee, so who's banished?
You should probably both just leave. You'd be better off.
Yeah, just turn around and walk away. Just be like, we'll be back.
Only once every 100 years can a firebender experience this kind of power.
And who better to experience than the Dragon of the West?
Holy cow.
Damn, Iroh. You scary.
I was like, sieging bossing say it was much easier this time.
Well, it's because they got the comet this time.
Yeah.
So it's beyond doubt he's just rolling in there with a sword. He's straight up flying. That's amazing.
They say if you can learn to control it enough. Damn.
All right, Hare. It's time to face your doom.
No.
Ooh.
What are you doing here?
I didn't want to miss my own daughter's coronation.
Don't pretend to act proud.
All your life you used fear to control people, like your friends May and Ty Lee.
Well, what choice do I have?
I love you, Azula. I do.
She's freaking out.
I mean, it was already pretty unhinged.
Now she's actually like over the edge. Scorched earth.
Holy cow.
Hello.
Somebody get that lemur a gun.
Good shot, eh?
Oh, shit.
Wait, so for a guy who doesn't want to kill anybody, if that ship blows up, I'm just saying, there are a lot of people on there.
What just happened? It's Aang! He's back!
After generations of Fire Lords failed to find you, now the universe delivers you to me as an act of providence.
You have the power to end it here and stop what you're doing!
You are right. I do have the power. I have all the power in the world!
Holy cow.
Damn.
That's a lot of fire, isn't it?
Brace for impact.
To get to the top of this thing fast!
Uh-oh.
No.
Finish the mission! Sokka, I think we've got
Oh!
By decree of Phoenix King Ozai, I now crown you Fire Lord.
Not that.
Just you and me, brother. The showdown that was always meant to be. Agni Kai!
You're on.
She knows she can't take us both, so she's trying to separate us.
I know, but I can take her this time. There's something off about her. I can't explain it, but she's slipping.
You think it's the fact that her hair is like a diagonal piece right now?
I'm sorry it has to end this way, brother.
No, you're not.
Oh!
Crap.
I think he misjudged like where the Fire Lord was going to be on that one. Shocking experience. Here's your opportunity, kid.
Damn, dude.
Come on.
Now he knows he can do it.
That looked pretty cool.
He got her.
Shit.
I mean, by definition, she loses the Agni Kai because it's supposed to be between the two of them.
Yeah, so she lost it right there.
You're weak, just like the rest of your people. They did not deserve to exist in this world.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn, it just cuts off like
Yikes.
Right there is where it cut off, and the break in between just about drove everyone nuts.
Yikes.
Yeah, so Azula basically broke the rule of the Agni Kai right there, so by definition she loses, but Zuko took the lightning wrong, and instead of it being redirected through his stomach like what it was supposed to, he was clutching his chest so it hit his heart.
Yeah.
So that's not good.
Yeah, I think everyone's too scared to tell Azula that she's disqualified for including someone else in the Agni Kai.
Yeah, it's like I could just see the two old ladies coming out. It's like Azula is not disqualified.
They hastily make a little footnote of unless it's a waterbender.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yes, that's the new rule. New rule just added 5 minutes ago. So,
Any
yeah.
waterbenders on the Agni Kai sidelines are fair game.
Gosh. So, this, like I told you all, they're going out guns blazing with these last episodes.
I mean,
Because
I'm not gonna lie, the Zuko Azula fight I think is more visually impressive than the Ozai Aang fight right now.
Yep.
well, honestly, thematically, I think it's makes more sense because we've been building up to Aang and Sozin.
No.
But Azula and Zuko, have more history.
This is their first time seeing each other.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they've never even actually really met before now. I mean,
This is true. But
so it's so much more personal with Zuko and Azula.
plus the fact that the audio is the in-fight audio is toned down and it's just the music, and you're seeing these two siblings who should be working together instead fighting each other.
I don't know, by the way, if they changed musical scores, musical composers for these last two episodes, but the score in this episode was the best music I've heard in the whole series so far. It was all legit. But this all really feels like the end of a video game, like a really good video game ending, like from back in the day where it gets fucking epic and there's like 3 fucking, forms to the boss fight that you think's the last boss fight, and then you have to fight God after that or something, like,
Pretty much pulling a Bayonetta.
It's like some fucking Azura's Wrath, God of War, like, shit like that.
Yeah, right when you think it's over. Nope.
Final Fantasy, like, just like the ending of a game like that, like an epic game with an epic ending, like ridiculous battles and stuff at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Good music playing.
It's a good...
It's like in a smaller form, the best example I have is the Ganondorf and Ganon fight from the end of Ocarina of Time. Like, it still sticks in my head as like one of the most epic fucking things, even though it's old and has those old graphics and simplistic in terms of its structure and everything. It's just so fucking epic.
It's the presentation.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you gotta think the entire game you've been building up to Ganon, and you get there after everything, after, getting the sword, getting all the...
Honestly, the sound design is what makes that whole thing, too. Because it's like you're walking up the red carpeted hallway with the...
You hear the organ, and
you hear him playing the organ, And then the fucking, like, music while you're actually fighting Ganondorf. It's just like heart pounding, and it's just like him laughing. Whoa! When he gets hit, just like everything about the sound design in that for N64.
And then when he gets hit and he shakes off, he's like, ha!
Yeah.
Yep. And just launches his attack.
The sound of the light arrows when you shoot them at him, and just
and then the final,
so good.
And then Ganon's final form.
Yeah, and then you escape the tower with the intense music playing, and then you have the fucking just, like the fucking snare drum, just like the final like music just sounds even more epic.
And then he reveals himself.
Just fucking screech and scream and stuff.
Good stuff, man. Yeah. Great stuff. I love it. That
is like still my top video game ending of all time, even with how old it is.
I really wish they would release the 3DS version on Switch already, because they enhanced it and made it just as good, I feel, on the 3DS version.
I mean, I know...
Honestly, that's the definitive version for me now, because of, like, being able to equip your iron boots to a button.
Oh my gosh. Freaking water temple.
Yeah.
I do like how they try and raise the stakes, because you lose the Master Sword, but then it's like, then you pull out the Big Oron Sword, because everyone gets the Big Oron Sword, and then it's just like...
I remember when I got that.
As a kid, I didn't manage to make it through that whole side quest. I had to pull out the hammer instead.
Well,
the hammer's just as effective.
Megaton hammer is really good, but the Big Oron Sword, man, you pull that sucker out, it's just like, yeah, you thought.
Yeah.
It's like, I still have a really big fuck-off sword, so you're still screwed, Ganon.
Yeah.
Except in freaking Breath of the Wild, it'll break on you.
Yeah.
So the Master Sword doesn't.
No, Master Sword just loses its power.
You just loses. You got to put new batteries in it.
If you use the Master Sword just to fight Ganon's forms, it doesn't lose power. So, like, you can actually fight all of the bosses with it, and it doesn't lose power. But if you fight regular enemies, it does. I looked it up, honestly, before I went through, and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm specifically going to go get the Master Sword before I try to finish the game.
I still think it's bullshit that the Hylian shield breaks.
Yeah.
I still think that's bullshit.
I didn't bother getting it.
Well, like in Ocarina of Time, it was you just bought it in a store, but then later on, I think they retconned it to where it was like a legendary kind of shield sort of thing.
Yeah, true.
Plus, I mean, they've always called the Master Sword the Sword of Evil's Bane. So how you gonna freaking go kill Ganon with a stick? Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Try telling that to some of those speedrunner guys.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna use the damn.
Turns out in Twilight Princess, that fishing rod came in pretty clutch. I actually never did that, but I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I've seen it too.
I gotta say, Twilight Princess is probably my favorite Ganondorf fight, though. That was pretty legit. Like you fight the Dark Beast, and then it's like the horse chase, and then just the duel.
Music just didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Well, there was actually someone I saw posted a thing on Facebook. You take the blue pill. You play these 3 Zelda games. It was like...
I saw that. It was Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, and
Twilight Princess on the red pill.
Breath of the Wild, Majora's Mask, and something else.
Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword for the blue pill.
Sucks.
I did red pill.
If you swapped Skyward Sword out, if you swapped Wind Waker out for Majora's Mask, I would definitely be taking that side of it. because Majora's Mask is one of my favorite Zeldas too.
Well, Wind Waker HD, I think it is the way the game was meant to be seen. It's just they weren't able to do that on the GameCube originally, and when they re-released it for the Wii U, it blew everyone away. Myself included. When I saw it, I was like, "Holy shit!"
I still need to play through it and beat it. I never have.
Well,
but definitely, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Link to the Past, and Twilight Princess are my top 4 Zelda games.
That's fair.
Ones.
Wait, are we at the end of the video or the beginning of the video?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, ladies,
I wasn't sure what's going on.
Yeah, we're going to end this one here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move on. So, thank you all very much for tuning in. This was Into the Inferno, Sozin's Comet Part 3. We're finishing this up. So, we'll see you all there. And until next time, I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you. Peace.